Today, we're going to talk about the big list of pros and cons in 2025 of Turo. A lot of changes have happened since last year. I do this video pretty much once a year, typically in January. So it is that time once again. Before I get into that, click below, grab the 5 things you must do before starting a car rental business. That also now includes a free 15-minute consultation. Happy to do that. Want to get to know everyone more on this channel. And that also comes with the Car Share Growth Guide, which also gives you a city-by-city breakdown of which car shares platform is strongest in your area. So let's get into it. I'm going to list out all the pros, all the cons of Turo from what I can see based on running a fleet right now. Let's get into the pros. First of all, Turo is obviously a known brand. A lot of people know about Turo. Probably half the population has heard of Turo and is familiar with the fact that you can basically rent a car on there. They know it is the Airbnb of cars. So there's a lot of selection for renters. There's a lot of business to be had for hosts. You can run a whole business from it. I would tell you that the setup is pretty easy. You take a car, you upload the profile online. It takes about 10 minutes to get it live. So it's pretty easy to get going on Turo. And that is very nice when you are just trying to get some cash going right away. On that topic, they also pay out very quickly. That is also nice. Usually within 2 days of a completed trip, they will pay you for that trip. Their claim system is solid. As long as you follow the rules and follow what they ask you to do, you will get your claims paid out. They have 5 different insurance options. Very nice. Lots of flexibility, good deductibles. It is designed to grow with you as you scale your business. So obviously, if you have one car, the 60/40 plan probably makes the most sense for you, especially if it's a nice car. And then as you grow and have multiple cars, 10, 15, 20 cars or more, the 85 plan or the 90 plan probably makes a lot more sense for you. Turo in general is just, there's widespread availability. So pretty much in every market, they are there. They are available in suburbs, downtown cities. They are pretty much everywhere except for like rural areas. So for the most part, if you are within the vicinity of a city, you can run a Turo business. They do have their partnership with Uber now. I know that has been received with mixed reviews, but what I will say is that the rideshare and food delivery market is something that can't be ignored. It is a growing segment of this industry. I've said this before and I'll say it again on this channel. You definitely have to look at rideshare and delivery drivers and strategize for accommodating them in the future. I would say that is the future of this industry for sure. And lastly, I would tell you it is great for luxury brands, exotics, anyone who is running exotic rentals or luxury brands. Turo is pretty much the only game in town for that type of model if you are running your business like so. Let's get into the cons of Turo. So if you now have mileage limits on your cars in your profile, they give you required discounts. These required discounts for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks or more are huge discounts, typically 50%, 60% off. It is really bad for hosts if you have mileage limits on your cars. A 50% discount over the course of a month, I mean, that gives you like $500 or $600 for a month for a rental, which is terrible. I would say in general, their clientele is very tough, very nitpicky. Obviously, you have to cross your T's and dot your I's on maintenance and cleanliness with the cars. But even when you do that, even when you are good, they still can give you bad reviews, which are just totally unfair half the time. Probably my least favorite thing about Turo is the review system. I know that a lot of operators who are coming in now under like the 4.8 maintenance rating, 4.7, they're getting kicked off the platform. I do think that if you make it to all-star host status on Turo, you have a very different experience and it's very positive. If you are under that all-star host experience, it's just not as good. But I do think that their rating system is pretty tough in my opinion. The big complaint about Turo now is just compressing margins, saturation on the platform. That's obviously normal for an industry like this. That happened in Airbnb as well, but it's getting to the point where in some markets, in some types of makes and models, it just isn't really worth it in some cases. You have to be really careful with the types of cars you are putting on these platforms now. Turo is much more make and model sensitive. Definitely check out Calculator and look at the models that are providing the best ROI. And another con, and this is some dark humor, they are occasionally used for terror attacks. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. Overall, however, Turo is still the leader in this industry. You must learn it. You must incorporate it into your strategy with regards to rentals. Like, you can't ignore Turo. Obviously, it is a great platform overall. I would tell you that there definitely is money to be made. In my own personal strategy, I like to use them as a backup option if certain cars are not performing well. Some cars do better on Turo, some do better on other platforms. So that's just kind of how it goes in this industry. Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think about Turo in 2025. Before I go, click below, grab the 5 things you must do before starting a car rental business. Also, feel free to book a 15-minute call with me. Happy to chat. All that to say, I will catch you in the next episode. Thank you.